පටන්ගමු.
ඕකේ 2020 ලෝකෙ හොඳම ලැප්ටොප් මොඩල් එක හැටියට සම්මාන ගත්තේ මොකක්ද?
සිම්පල් නේ.
වැරදි. පොඩ්ඩක් ලේසි කරන්නද? බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක ඩෙල්. මොකක්ද මොඩල් එක?
මන්ටක් ගාලා සිගයකට දුවලා ඉන්නද?
ඒ මොකටද?
ඩෙල් ගැන අහනවා නම් ඉතින් සිග තමයිනේ.
ලෝකී හොඳම ඩෙල් ලැප්ටොප් වසර දෙකක අසමසම වගකීමක් සහ අලවියෙන් පසු විශිෂ්ට සේවය සමග සිග වෙතින් ටික ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න.
ලැප්ටොප් නම් ඩෙල්. ඩෙල් නම් සිග.
Formula, keeping you fresh and protected.
Thank you තාත්තේ. සෑහෙන ගානක් වෙන්න ඇතිනේ අම්මේ.
සමහර ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද විසඳන්න ඕනේ ටික ටික.
ටික ටික ගෙවන්න ලැප්ටොප් ගන්න. සිංගයකට එන්න.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you all here to the third day of YouCon 3.0 organized by AIESEC in University of Sri Jayodhya. And my name is Chathumi and I will be your moderator for this evening. So today we will be focusing on how to avoid common mistakes when creating YouTube content, because that is where most of the people go wrong, right? So today we are here with two passionate YouTube content creators to talk with us today to clear all your doubts and questions. So let us welcome Mr. Sajeewa Dissanayake and Mr. Tharindu Wishwanath to give us a brief idea on that field. Hope you both are doing great.
Yes, we are doing good.
Yeah, doing great. Thanks.
Yeah. So could you both tell us your backstory which led you guys here into this field? It's led you guys here into this field. How did it start?
Tharindu, you may start.
Okay. So from my side, I'm currently working as a software engineer, but before choosing software engineering as a field, from my childhood, even in my school days, I was very passionate about journalism. I wanted to be a radio presenter. That's how I started my career. Also, I worked few months in a Sri Lankan radio station. And so what happened to me is even though I pursued my engineering career, I felt something missing. And so in 2014, I started my YouTube channel so that I can create my own videos, edit those videos, write scripts. And so that's how I started. And even today, though my regular career is very busy, I have a lot of work to do. I find time to make videos because I feel if I don't do that, there's something missing in my life. So that's the whole purpose.
Very cool, right? So what about you, Mr. Sajeewa? What's your backstory?
Okay, I have a backstory too. So in 2014, I stopped playing cricket. Actually, I wanted to become a cricketer, and after that, due to an injury, I had to stop my cricket career. So one particular day, one of my friends came to my place, and he was learning to play the guitar. So what he wanted to do is he wanted me to sing, and I gave it a try. So it worked. Then he said, brother, shall we start something why don't you release one of your own songs? So then only I came to the music industry. At that time, the system was you have to pay a lot and you have to go after radio channels and TV channels to get your content played. So I thought I'm paying for my content, and I'm doing all the hard work. And for this marketing, I have to spend a lot. So I thought, no, this is not how it should be done, because at that time, the singers, they had to give their video or the audio to these radio channels and their websites to get the publicity. So I thought, no, that is not how it should be. There were a few content creators in Sri Lanka who were uploading their content to their YouTube channel. So I thought, even though I'm new to the field, I should also try that. So I learned how the system works, how the YouTube algorithm works, and how digital marketing works. So then only I came into action. And so at the moment, not only on YouTube, I'm actually not into content creation. I do create my songs, and today also I'm releasing one of my songs. But I am more into consulting, where I manage around 120 brands, while I'm working as the digital business development officer for one of the reputed banks in Sri Lanka. So that is my backstory.
It's very inspirational for us, like for the beginners to to hear your story, the backstory. I think it's really cool, both of your stories, right? So without any further delay, let us proceed with our very first question, right? Shall we? Yeah. So when creating content, is it better to create what people want to watch, or getting people to watch what you create? Like by using trending topics or the topics that you are interested in. So what are your thoughts on that?
Shall I go first then?
Sure.
Sajeev, yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my point of view. In my point of view, I feel like it depends on what your content strategy is. So if you are an individual content creator who is having a niche, then I think you should focus on what you are doing other than what is trending on the market. But let's say there are some channels. So now in Tharindu's case, I think you do movie reviews. So in that case, you have to go with the trend. If there is a trending movie going on, you have to follow that. But in other scenarios, let's say if you are doing a news channel, definitely you have to go for the trending topics. And if you are a tech reviewer or a gadget reviewer, then you have to go with the trending topics, the trending gadgets. But in other cases, I advise my clients to focus on what they are doing other than going on with the trend. So that is my point of view.
Yeah. So what about you, Mr. Tharindu?
Yeah, so I have heard about this 80-20 rule where, let's say you have pick your niche. Let's say in my case, it might be movies or TV series reviews. Someone might be focusing on something else, where you have to give, let's say if you create 5 videos, focus on 4 videos where your viewers are actually asking for those type of content, but then create 1 video which you are very excited about. So before even creating those contents, the niche, right, the area of videos that you make, especially when you start, it's really important that you pick a topic that makes you interested. Don't think about what is trending in YouTube these days. The reason why I'm telling this is because at the start, especially maybe the first 6 months, maybe 1 year, 2 years, you are creating videos no one is watching. I remember there was a time, I mean, even now, right? The reason why I picked this session exactly because my channel is not a big one. I am doing this for 7 years. If anything I have done in these 7 years, it's all about mistakes. I only did mistakes. So there is a time you get only very few views. Nobody knows you are creating content. So at that time, the only thing that gets you going is the passion that you have about it. That you are writing what you are going to talk or what you are going to shoot, then you are talking or you are acting that script, and then you are editing, and then you upload. So the process from the the initial idea until the uploading your content, you should enjoy it. Otherwise, what would happen, I think this happens to a lot of new creators. They think, okay, this kind of videos are trending, so let me create a YouTube channel around that. But after 2 or 3 months, they get demotivated because they don't get a lot of traction. So first you pick a niche that you are very interested. That means when you are browsing YouTube, those are the type of content that you watch. And after that, when you have that niche, then think about whether you are thinking about the trending videos or whether you are doing something you like. But it has to be balanced. So that's my idea.
I think the passion comes always first, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So like some people look for immediate success, right? Because like they look for immediate success. Are they doing right or wrong? I mean, are they following the right path by doing that? What are your thoughts, Mr. Sajeewa?
I believe, sorry if you are getting any disturbances, there's a contraction happening here. So, in my point of view, nothing comes easy. So, yeah, I have seen people who are trying to get, I mean, they are having a lot of hopes when they do something. But in my case also, even though one of my songs got popular and people think that it is my very first song, no, that is not the song. I was also trying. You have to do mistakes, as Tharindu correctly said. Whatever we do today is again will be another mistake that we will will help us to improve further in future. So in my case, if now, even though I have a song which is very popular few years back, I don't think that my next song will be a hit, because even today also when I upload a song, there is a pressure coming on to me on what will happen to this content. So unless you have a very huge following, and if you are having a very huge hype in the market when you first try a content, and if you have a massive marketing plan, I don't think that you will be able to become successful immediately. There might be exceptional cases, but that is not possible. There is a way that you have to climb up the ladder, and that is my personal point of view. I hope Tharindu will also have a thought on that.
Yeah, so what are your advices, Mr. Tharindu, on this topic? What do you think?
Yeah, so Chathumi, my channel is a classic example of not getting immediate success. So this is 2021. I started in 2014. So until 2020, I had less than 3,000 subscribers, but I was still passionate about creating videos. I didn't think so only thing I focused when I was creating content is like to make the next video better than the previous one. Make something, maybe it might be technical, it might be something, the way I speak, something like that. And then there was one video that got a little bit of popularity. The problem or the issue with my niche is that there is very small audience who would like to watch movies or TV series reviews compared to international audience. So I have to be satisfied with that result. Also, like Sajeev correctly said, there are some content creators who get success because they might be popular elsewhere. Maybe they are actors or singers, or they might be talking about something which is very relevant today. So for example, recently there was this small kid, a boy, I think he's still a school student, who started a channel speaking in politicians' accents, and then people understood there's some kind of value there, and then that channel got popularity. So there are exceptional cases like that, but most of the time it's a process. You create at least the first 50-60 videos without anyone knowing what you are doing, but at the same time, you are improving the way you are recording videos, the way you are uploading. And also after about 60-70 videos, you understand reading analytics, what kind of content working and what is not. And also there's another thing that is very important here. Let's say maybe after some time, if your channel get a little bit of popularity, then those first videos you did, they also get popularity. So those videos that you initially did, those are not a waste, because what happened is, like, when people understand your channel, when they browse through your channel, they see there are a lot of other videos. So as a general rule, this is not always the case, but people won't subscribe to your channel by just one video. They might be browsing a couple of other videos, and then after that they will subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Adding on to that,
Yeah.
excuse me, I also have a very practical example.
Yeah.
So now my musician who did all my songs, that is Bashi Devanga. He was a one heck of a musician, but he didn't get the popularity that he deserved. So recently, he released a cover type of a version of one of his original songs, that is Viramaya. I remember when it was released a year back, that was my favorite song, and it was not watched by many people. It had only like 20 to 30,000 views. But after a year, when he did that garden version, which is a kind of a cover, this got popular. I hope you all know this song, and now also it is on top charts on Apple Music, Spotify, and the original video, which had over like 30,000 views, now it has around 2 million, if I'm not mistaken. So that is how it goes. And another example, something that that is going on now, that is Sanjula Himala. I'm talking about music since I'm more into music. So he did. He was a musician who did so many popular songs, over 100 songs for others. For an example, Pem Sihine by Pradeep Rangana, which was a changer those days. So recently he did a song called Rura, and it had only like 15,000 views for the first 14 or 10 days, if I'm not mistaken. So after that, we saw that there is a trend going on TikTok, and I ran a TikTok campaign, and now it has over 40,000 videos on TikTok. And now the song has got over 850,000 views as of today. So now, so in line with the topic, you can't expect the immediate success, but when you go on with the time, there will be a day that you will reach that point. But again, your content should be great, and it should be something valuable to the content. The viewers, otherwise that won't work. So that is those are practical examples.
Yeah, definitely, right? So I also assume that the passion and the patience is the key to reach your goals, right? To success, you have to have passion and patience, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us move on with the other question. Like, could you explain us on how to handle negative marketing and copyright violations? What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Tharindu? What are your advices to us?
Yeah, so I will talk about copyright violations because this is something that comes to my channel also a lot. The reason is like, so initially when I was doing videos, I just talked to the camera. So the entire 15 minutes I will be on the camera. Nobody would like to see that. And then after that, when I'm speaking about a movie or a TV series, I have to include some clips. So as a rule, you should never use music. Music is very strictly prohibited in copyright violations. It will be caught, and then sometimes you would get strikes. But when it comes to video clips, let's say if I'm using a movie clip or a TV series clip, then if there's a copyright, I have the ability to ask for an exception, because there's an option to say I'm just using it under fair use policy, and this is a review. And when I am submitting that claim, I would be adding some nice text there for anyone to read. I'm not sure whether it's a human reading it or a AI program, but I would be saying that my channel is one of the few channels there for TV series and movie reviews, and I'm using these clips to promote, and that's why I'm doing this. But other than that, you should never use someone else's content. Let's say if someone else is making YouTube videos, maybe in Sri Lanka or in other countries, they are spending a lot of time and money to do that. And then if you are using that, I don't think that's a good idea, because sometimes what would happen is, like, when you upload, the algorithm or the processing of the video might not catch that. But later on, if those videos get caught, you could have a copyright strike. And the problem with copyright strike is, like, if there are 3 strikes on your channel, the YouTube has the right to remove your channel. So that would be a big problem, because you have spent a lot of time creating videos. There may be thousands of subscribers already on your channel, and the next day you might face the problem of losing your channel. So it's always nice to create your own content. The other reason is also the satisfaction, because in Sri Lanka, when you are publishing videos, the ad money that you get is not as high as in other countries, let's say Australia, Canada, or somewhere. For example, let's say if my video get 10,000 views, I will get like $10 on that. Whereas if it was published or it was the US audience, the price must be higher. In that case, the video should bring satisfaction to you. When people are commenting on your video saying this is great content, you are doing good work, you should have the ability to be satisfied with those comments. But if you're using copyright content, what would happen is, inside your mind, you know this is not something you created. So that's what I have in terms of copyrights.
So what are your thoughts on negative marketing? Any ideas on that to share with us, your opinions and stuff?
Here's the thing: negative marketing. Some channels are doing that, but I'm not a fan of that as well. I don't have any experience in my channel. I haven't done that in my channel, and also, like, when it comes to my community, also luckily my community is very positive. I haven't had any kind of negative comments or some things like that. But I know some people would use the negative marketing as a tool to get traction in the YouTube. I don't think that's a good idea, but I think Sajeev might have a better idea about that one.
Yeah. So let us hear Mr. Sajeeva's opinion on that.
On negative marketing, I'll first talk about that. So when it comes to negative marketing, I'm also in agreement with Tharindu. I personally believe, this is again another my personal belief, I don't want people to say that this guy has this much of views because of this. So if I'm doing something that people will love, I will be getting the views. For an example, let's say I'm doing a music video with some scenes involved kissing or something like that. I will question myself, do I want people to listen to my music or to come to my channel just to watch that kissing scene? So I'm not a fan of negative marketing at all. I was involved in projects that use this, but I was never supporting that because I don't want people to do that. Because if you are a content creator, you should be able to do something that attracts people. without those tricks or clickbaits. When you do negative marketing, you will have to use clickbaits. And when people come to your channel, then they will comment bad things. So I don't want to see that happening. And I'm not a big fan of negative marketing at all.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts
Chathumi,
on
to
copyright violation, Mr. Sajeewa? Any ideas on that?
Tharindu, yes, I think Tharindu has
yeah, just when Sajeewa was talking, so there is one very big channel in Sri Lanka, I won't say the name, in music industry. So knowing that he's doing negative marketing, he's doing that. The reason is he knows his audience will come and comment and fight because of the content. So some people would choose to do that, but it's your integrity whether you should do it or not. Yeah.
Exactly. So what about
on copyright, Chathumi?
Yeah.
Yes. This is something that I'm really concerned about. A few years back when I came into the action, I always had this problem, because nowadays we have some tools actually on YouTube and on Facebook. But those days, there was no such method for us to protect our intellectual rights. So the best example would be my song. In 2016, when I released Dik Mangwela, I told you there were not many people who uploads their songs on YouTube. And those days, if you get around 10 to 15,000 views within a day, that is something like getting 100,000 to 200,000 views today. So I had my strategy there. I thought that I will be uploading my song to my own channel, which is a brand new channel. And I won't be uploading it to Facebook. So on the very first day when I uploaded my song, after about 2 to 3 hours, my song had like 10,000 to 15,000 views. But there were two pages. I won't mention the names now. They are my friends. One video, it is still there. He reposted the song and it got around 50,000 views within 6 hours. So I was really upset, because I'm new to the field. I can't demand these people. They have a very huge page. And when I asked them to take it down, they said, brother, you are getting popular because of this. But I asked myself, I have invested money. I want to see my channel growing, and these people are using my content to increase their reach. Luckily, my song got into the top list, trending #1 list. There was no such thing called trending #1, 2, 3 those days, but my song was the song which was on top on the trending list. But imagine if that was not posted on those two pages, which had over 150,000 views cumulatively. These views would have come into my channels, and it would have impacted the performance of the video those days. So I'm really against this, and even today also, I personally believe that it is not the tools that you have, control ourselves. It is we should have a self-control. Now, if you go to my profile or page, in such scenario, there might be times where I will also have to repost, but there will be a reason, like a fundraiser or something like that. Otherwise, when I see content reposted by others, I don't even like to go and watch it. What I do is I go and search for the original creator and share it. But in Sri Lanka, our people don't know the value of this content. If you can remember, I'm again talking about music. Recently, there was a song called Assam Matapema, if I'm not mistaken. So it was reposted all over on social media. Why can't our people go and share the original creators' original video? But again, our people are sharing those videos that was reposted to Facebook by other pages. So you are indirectly supporting this. That should not happen. Whenever you see a content going viral on social media, keep in mind that it is you who make it viral, and make sure you make the original content viral, not the reposted content, because then they will do it again and again. And when it comes to copyright management, now some people have tools like rights manager tool in Facebook. I also have it, but I feel really bad when I have to take down content, because now I manage so many clients, so I have to do the copyright on behalf of them. But when I take down that content, the people will get the notification that it is Sajeewa Dissanayake who removed this. Now I'm getting this question. I have posted this person's content, and why or not Sajeewa Dissanayake has to remove it. I can't explain them that I'm handling the copyright, but I feel really bad to do that, because as you said, now when you get 3 copyrights on social copyright strikes on YouTube, your channel is at a risk of being terminated. So I don't want people to lose their channel or lose their page because of me. But again, I have to do that on behalf of my client. So it's better if people can have a self-control, especially though if you are watching this, if you see a content tomorrow that is going on social media, make sure that you are sharing the original creators content, and please don't support these people who are reposting. That is my advice to the audience.
I think again it's all about creativity, your own creativity and the passion you have to have, right? Yeah. So moving on to the next question. Like when talking about the quality of the video and audio, how good does a video and audio quality affect the overall quality of your content? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Mr. Sajeewa, if you go first, what would be like, what are your advices?
I have several people I'm working with, but when it comes to my scenario, I always like to improve myself. If you all can check my content, I have been increasing even the audio quality. And today, the one I'm going to release today also, now earlier I was not, I didn't have any 4K uploads, but today I will be releasing a song that was shot on 4K mode. So I think with the technology and the existing trends, you will definitely have to improve yourself and your equipment also. Now, even when I do a sound recording, a song, I prefer to go to these people who have better equipment, because it definitely helps to create a good content. Just imagine recording audio with this MacBook mic and a studio mic. There is a difference. So that experience improves the experience of the viewer, your audience. So I think that definitely any content creator, they should be using quality equipments to create content that will help them to produce good content, which will help them to reach, improve their performance.
Yes. So, Mr. Tharindu, what are your opinions on this?
Yeah, I think between audio and video, if someone is starting, first you need to fix audio. I think this is really a very popular idea behind this, because people would sit through a bad quality video, but they won't listen to you if your audio is not good. So I also had the same problem for many of my first videos, where I just used a lavalier clip-on microphone, but because I plugged it directly to my camera, there was a hissing sound. So if someone increased the volume is bad. And then I realized when I bought a new mic and improved my audio, there was better comments regarding that. And also in terms of video, if you are doing a channel that's already, in the category that is already popular. Let's say you are doing a tech channel, or if you are doing a cooking channel, there are already channels competing in the highest level, right? There are good channels, they do a quality production. And it's okay to start very basic. That's no problem. Because you have to start somewhere, but then you have to gradually improve the video quality. When it comes to video quality, maybe if you don't have a good camera, at least get good lighting, because lighting is very important. And then in the editing also, you have to realize like how you are editing in a way that people are watching it till the beginning to the end. But there are some exceptions. Because I know few channels in Sri Lanka, especially in the category of storytelling, let's say comedy channels, the video quality is not good. They are filming using a mobile phone, but the content is good. There is comedy, there is people tend to laugh at those jokes. Those channels grow very quickly. But if you are doing in other niche, especially like I said, in those categories where there are already very good established channels, then what is the difference you are making? What's the difference you are providing compared to those channels will be the key to gaining some popularity.
So when talking about the quality of your video or the audio, any thoughts about the mobile software or the PC software that makes the quality, like that enhance the quality of your content? Like, what are your ideas on that, Mr. Sajeewa?
With the question, please.
Sorry, yeah. What about the mobile software or the PC softwares that enhance that quality level, that reach the quality level that you to expect us to have?
Okay, now when I do songs, to improve the video quality, we will be using high quality cameras, and to make it better, now in music videos, we record it in a way that we can change the colors, right? We use different formats. Now, when it comes to coloring of a video, if you all, if you can go and search for this, you will see that when you do the color grade only, it gives the that beautiful look. So for color grading, we normally use a software called DaVinci, and for video editing, most of the content creators, they use Adobe Premiere. So these are the things that we use. Actually, I'm actually not using those regularly, because it is my editors who do those. But definitely, Tharindu will be using these in day-to-day content creation.
For beginners, what do you recommend? What are the softwares you recommend for beginners?
For beginners, actually, again, there are softwares. I actually can't recall the name, but I prefer to ask them to start with Adobe Premiere. Yes, it will take some time for them to learn, but again, it will help them. When they improve themselves in future, so it is easy if they start their journey from these high quality softwares. So Adobe Premiere, I would prefer them, because when it comes to coloring also, you can do the coloring through Adobe Premiere, but DaVinci, that is something very advanced. So yeah, they can start with Adobe Premiere. But Tharindu, if you have, I know there are some softwares which are not that advanced like Adobe Premiere. I would like to hear your voice also.
Yeah, I think there's another very simple one called, it's from the company called Coral Video Studio. You can use that because it's easy to cut. But like Sajeewa said, it's better to start with Adobe Premiere, even if you are doing some basic editing. When it comes to editing, the thing you have to remember is you can't start that editing program knowing everything. You have to start with like basic editing things, and after that, when you are editing, let's say if there's a requirement for you to do, let's say you need to have additional video on top of your video, we call it like a very small clip or b-roll, something like that, then you search how to do that. And also, let's say there's you need to edit your audio track separately. You might not be know how to do that, then you learn it. So this is a very iterative process. No one start an editing program knowing everything. You can't do that because there are a lot of stuff. Even the color grading, it's like science, you know, because you shoot raw, and then you have to see how to improve the coloring, how to improve the exposure, those stuff. If you are starting, I don't recommend shooting raw. The reason is the color grading takes a lot of time. If you are shooting using a mobile phone, then there is no problem. But if you are using a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, these days cameras, they have something called film simulations or picture profile. You can select the picture profile you need, but then again, like I mentioned earlier, it's really important to get the lighting correct. Like you have to improve how to get good lighting. And also when it comes to audio, make sure the audio source is close to you. Let's say you are doing let's say you are doing a comedy channel. If your mic is very far away from you, then you will catch a lot of noise from around. Or even if you are doing a talking head video, you can at least use your mobile phone to record your audio. And another trick that I want to mention is like, don't record audio to your camera, because something I realize is this DSLR and mirrorless camera, they don't record audio that well. So if you can record your audio to an external recorder, maybe it's your computer, or there are very cheap devices from Zoom, Zoom H1N or Zoom H2N, those kind of thing, you can record there. But then you have the additional burden of syncing that audio. But yes, you have to do that. Like when Sajeewa is making music, it's very important to get the music and audio right. But even when you are doing some other channels, it's better to know how to process your audio also, because when your audio, it's record your audio very flat, but then you have to tweak this equalizer and see how it sounds like. Maybe improve the bass, maybe bringing down some of the levels down. Those kind of things you have to do. And also, if you are recording inside, maybe you are capturing audio from your fans or air conditioners or the fans of your computer, then you should be able to know how to decrease your low ends so that you don't hear those things. But like I said, this comes with practice. Don't make this kind of tips, don't let these kind of tips intimidate you. First, start your channel in the very basic level, do the basic editing, start creating your content, and then, but most important thing, I told this earlier also, from your previous video, what are you improving in your next one? This should be a very important thought process in your mind. Like you have to know, okay, I did this kind of thing in my previous editing, so what am I going to improve in this video, and what am I going to improve in the next video? So gradually you will see your quality is also increasing.
Yes, I think we got so many important and valuable details on how to make a quality video, right? So when chasing for numbers, what do you think about rushing towards monetization rather than considering the long run? What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Sanjeewa?
I have a very good example that for that also. Now nowadays, people are opening up channels to earn money. This is because our YouTubers have placed thinking in the crowd that you are getting so much of money through YouTube with these thank you YouTube posts, which are totally fake. Because in Sri Lanka, the system is, Tharindu correctly said, you will be getting around $10 when you get 10,000 views, if I'm not mistaken. But if you can reach a UK, US market, you'll be getting around $50. That is why there are content creators all over the world who are destroying phones, MacBooks, because they are getting so much of money for their views. But in Sri Lanka, you can't do that. So luckily, we are not seeing those people doing that. But instead, they are doing these gossip channels. But again, for your understanding, you'll only be getting like 4,000 to 5,000 rupees with those videos. Now it depends. Now if your channel is a tech channel, you will be getting around 25,000 sometimes. For an example, I personally know Mr. Malinda, so he once showed me that he has got around 40 to 45,000 for 100,000 views. And for music content, I manage so many music channels, so we are getting around 15,000 to 20,000, maybe 10 to 20,000 rupees for 100,000 views. And for gossip channel, you are getting lesser than 10,000 for 100,000 views at times. And so now you know that you are not getting a lot of money through YouTube. Like these YouTubers boast on social media, they have not bought any cars through YouTube revenue. What they have done is they might have had sponsors, and they have done some sponsored content, so they might have earned bought this stuff from that revenue. But again, YouTube is not paying that much to you, so it is very important for those content creators to know that you will not be getting rich in a fast way. So if you all can concentrate on what you are doing, and later if you all can build your channel, then you will be getting the revenue, the expected income. Now there was one guy who came to me 1.5 years back. He had an issue with his channel, a technical issue, so he contacted me. And even now also, I think I'm a manager of that channel. He has only like 40,000 subscribers at the moment also. But believe me, he's earning around 500,000 rupees per month from AdSense. Now this guy is 22 years or 21 years. So what he does is, Tharindu, this is something related to you. He does movie reviews and he's creating concepts. I'm not familiar with this niche. So let's say he's posting a content saying, what if a Batman meets Superman? And now I asked him, Malli, you are getting this much of money. Are you doing all these things by yourself? What he said is, I don't call myself a content creator. I only create the concept. So I asked, how are you going to do that? What he does is, he thinks on a concept that he'll be doing next, and he goes to Fiverr. He hires someone to write the script for him, and then he again goes to Fiverr. He gets the voiceover done for $10 to $20, and then again he goes to Fiverr. he gets the content created, the animated videos for like $40 to $50. So overall, he spends around $100 to $150 per content, but he is getting a hell lot of money because those 40, not only these 40,000 viewers, subscribers who watch this content, his last video had over 1 million views. But believe me, for this 1 million views, he is getting around 700,000 rupees. If you uploaded the content in Sri Lanka, for an example, if I do a song and it cross over 1 million views, I will only be getting 150,000. So make sure that it is the content and the audience that you are reaching, which will help you to improve your revenue. So don't rush, don't go to quick methods, doing all these gossip and all, and putting content that are not appropriate for the crowd. You won't be getting nothing. You won't be getting anything. You will get nothing. So make sure you focus on a niche, do quality stuff on a later date. You will be getting the revenue, because that guy I told you who has over 40,000 subscribers, if he worries about his number of subscribers, he won't be doing that. He said that it took 2 years for him to get one video viral in UK, and then only now his contents are getting optimized in YouTube, and he is getting so much of views even though he's having 40,000 subscribers. So focus on your niche, and that will help you.
So what are your thoughts on this topic, Mr. Tharindu? Comments?
So if your channel is already eligible for monetization, go ahead and turn on ad revenue. That's fine, because recently YouTube has added a clause where even though you have enabled monetization or not, they will place ads and they will earn money. So if you are qualified, do that. But let's say if you are starting your channel, and then because there is this 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, don't be very greedy to reach there, because what we see in YouTube, especially in the comment sections of these popular videos asking to get subscribers, right? Please subscribe to my channel. I need only 200 people to reach 1,000. The YouTube doesn't work like that. And the other part is, like, you haven't seen a very popular, very recognized YouTube channel who has come to that place by doing that. So the original idea, the idea itself is nonsense. And the second thing is, you could be destroying your channel. The reason is, even Sajeewa will tell you about this. Let's say there are 1,000 or 2,000 people who have subscribed to your channel because you have asked for it. But when you are making content, if they don't watch it, then those 2,000 subscribers are only going to harm your channel, because the way the algorithm works is, it first tries to promote the video among your subscribers. It obviously gives to others one also, but it focuses on your subscribers. And if your subscribers are not watching that video, then what the YouTube algorithm thinks is, okay, this is not even interested by this channel's audience, so what's the point of promoting it? So that's why it's really important, at least the first 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers you earn very organically. Organically means, like, you create your content the best way possible, create good thumbnails, add good titles and descriptions. That means optimizing the video for search engine, and then get people to like your video and subscribe. And then gradually, when this grows, some other content creators might recognize your channel. They might be helping to promote your channels. That way is fine. But if you rush to those 1,000 subscribers thinking that this will be good for your channel, that's not the case. And to add to the part, like in the beginning, I told my being here is actually to point out, the negative side of it. Like, because I'm experiencing it, I can give in the perspective of the small channel perspective, because I know you had guests who have larger channels, so I can give you the small channel perspective. So my channel, for example, I get around 100,000 views per month. This is not from one video, maybe 4 to 5 videos. Still I earn about $20 to $30. So that means normally the Google or the YouTube pays you $150 when you earn $150. So I get my paycheck only after 3 months. So that means advertising or getting your videos in Sri Lanka is not a healthy way of earning money. So if like Sajeewa said, if someone is saying that you can earn money from YouTube, that's not the case. But like you said, if you create a very reputed brand in the sense you haven't asked for sub, you have keep your reputation, then when you reach a certain amount of subscribers, then some brands might approach you and ask to advertise their brands. Then you can earn from their money. But there's one lesson I want to give, one tip. Only work with reasonable and reputed brand. Don't work with brands that you are not sure of, because let's say because in my case I have got some invitations to promote some things, but if I myself don't know about that thing and then I ask my audience to go and purchase that, but if that happen to be some kind of scam, then it might affect me also. So be careful there as well. So that's my idea.
Thank you, Mr. Tharindu. Again, Mr. Tharindu, what would be your thoughts on following sub for sub method? Like, is it good? Is it a good method to follow, or is it a bad method to follow? What are your thoughts on that?
So three things. So for 3 reasons, it's very bad. The first thing is no one respects you, because when I see someone has asked for that, I will never respect that channel, because they don't have self-belief that their channel can do. What I see is they are begging for subscribers. I don't respect that channel. No one respect that channel. Anyone who goes and subscribe is because they also want subscribers. So you realize in those kind of channels, people will comment, okay, I subscribe to your channel, now come and subscribe to my channel. That's not working. The second thing is, if you get subscribers based on sub for sub, or there are ways to buy subscriptions, YouTube has a way of finding this kind of subscribers and removing them from you. For example, similarly to Facebook like farms, there are YouTube subscriber farms. That means you pay and get subscribers. But the YouTube algorithm or the YouTube process is very intelligent, finding out this and removing that. And sometimes they might send you a notice also. The third thing is, obviously, like I said, if you get subscribers from this method, they're not going to watch your videos. One thing we have to remember is the money we earn from YouTube is not based on the number of views. Like if someone clicks your video and watch for 30 seconds, that is not the measurement. They have to watch a length of the video, that we call it watch hours. So let's say if I publish 10 minutes video, if 1,000 people watch 8 minutes, then that becomes 8,000 minutes. And for songs, this is getting even trickier, because the songs can be only 3 minutes. That means the songs has to reach more audience. And if you have earned subscribers, like you said, sub for sub, I mean, maybe you can look at your channel and say, okay, I have 2,000 subscribers now, but you are not going to earn from that channel. You're not going to grow from your method.
Exactly. So what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Sajeewa? Any comments?
Tharindu actually covered everything. Adding to that, Now this subs to subs method, I normally don't comment on people who I don't know, but whenever I see this advertisement saying that 1,000 rupees for 1,000 subscribers, I put a haha there on social media, so that at least these people who are watching this ad will, if they know me, they will know that this is not something good for their channel. Imagine you get 1,000 subscribers through this method. What is the point of having them? I mean, do you get any self-satisfaction saying that you have 1,000 subscribers? These people are maybe from Japan, UK, India. So whenever you put a content, they won't care about your content. So as correctly said by Tharindu, when these people don't engage with your channel, now for an example, let's say I put a video which is 1 minute in length, and these people are not going to watch it. Let's say for the sake of this agreement, they will watch it for 30 to 40 seconds, but your average view duration will not be good, and then the content distribution, the recommendation, the algorithm will not promote your video. So this is something really bad, and it is really disappointing to see so many ads popping out on social media offering these. And on another interesting thing, it is not only the subs to subs method. Now in popular videos also, you get this comment saying "Mawat subscribe karang yan." So these are very cheap methods. You will lose the respect, and for the audience information only, I'm telling this. Now there are popular YouTube channels and popular people also doing it in a kind of a smart way. Now whenever there is a viral video going on, they put a comment. That is to increase their brand awareness and to get subscribers. I know personally these people, they are not putting that comment to appreciate the content. They are putting the comment to show their verification badge or the music badge, or to get the attention only. That is another way of sub method. So for your information only. So these are not things that we should follow when you continue our journey in YouTube.
Yeah, so what about like any challenges you have faced when coming to this point today? Like, are there any stories inside your backstory, like when coming here today, right? So I'm sure you have so many stories to share with us, right? So like, shall we share some with our audience today? So Mr. Tharindu, what do you say?
Yes.
In my case, actually, the first video I created because I was staying with a couple of my friends in an apartment, so I was very shy to record in front of them. I'm currently living in Singapore, so I had to go to some other place. And then I remember I recorded there for about 3 hours because this is my first video. But when I came home, started to edit, I heard that the sound, everything is there except for my sound, and I see myself getting darker every hour because of the sunlight, so this is the first video. The first video itself, I realized the value of a microphone. Other than that, I think in my journey, the most interesting thing about doing this is like switching gears, because you are doing a stressful job in the daytime, and this is the job that pays you, and this is the job that helps you to buy gadgets that helps your YouTube channel, so you can't jeopardize that. At the same time, you have very limited number of hours, then you switch gears to become that YouTuber, make content, and then also looking at your views and get disappointed it's not being watched by many people, but again make up your mind to do the next video. So that's the journey actually. So in my case, very early in my YouTube journey, like I mentioned in the beginning, I have started, and I believe in the part which is in my control. That is like creating the content, uploading it correctly, doing all the necessary thumbnails and description, and then after that don't not being worried about it, because this is also something that you might be doing as a beginner or at any level. It can become toxic. Like if you always looking for your number of views or number of subscribers, you can get affected by that. So you should detach that element from what you do, but at the same time, maybe once a month you can look at your analytics, see what's working, and then improve upon that.
Yeah, so what are the challenging stories that you have inside your backstory, Mr. Sajeewa?
So
Stories
first
you
of
want to
all,
share with us?
you are yeah, okay. I have so much of stories. If I look back now, as I told you, I was not the guy who wanted to become a singer or a social media consultant. So my ambition was to be a cricketer. I played with these people who are playing today in Sri Lanka team, and there was a time where I was really disappointed. Yes, in not in the school cricket. Yes, I played for my college, but when I joined the club level cricket, I got the chance to play with these international players, practice with them. So I wanted to become a cricketer. My father wanted to see me as a cricketer from my childhood. When after that injury, when I had nothing to do, I was so good at studies. I was a scholar who got into Royal College, and my results were good. And my mother wanted me to become an engineer or a doctor, but since my father wanted me to become a cricketer, I selected commerce. So I had so much of sacrifices in the past to become a cricketer, but later when I lost that path, I never thought I will come into this path. Today, whenever there is a social media issue, I know if you are getting 10 comments, 5 comments, my name will be there. So that this is not a very beautiful journey I had to come through. When I remember those days when I started music, I went to channels. I waited for people 2 to 3 hours to collect my CD. Come down and collect my CD. There was a time where I was listening to channels. I take my radio, and when I'm driving in the car, I listen to radio. I'm expecting whether my song will be played. Trust me, even though my first song got viral on social media those days, it took 2.5 years to make it to radio playlists. Now, when you listen to radios, there will be a song. There will be a song played there. My originals. But for 2.5 years, I was listening to radios while driving. This is a true story. Expecting that my song will be played, but it never happened. This is the reason that I studied digital marketing, and I wanted to help people. My advice to people is that now in this journey, make sure you create a brand. I'm really happy to be with a software engineer here, because now this Chathumi, you have not invited just 2 YouTubers here. We have 2 separate paths. I'm not demotivating you, but we are in a country which is not so favorable for YouTubers when it comes to revenue. So I don't think you can't survive being totally a YouTuber nowadays. You might be seeing so many beautiful stories on social media which are totally fake, because I work with them. I know their backstories. So now I have with me a software engineer who is doing a YouTube channel. So it is not the number of subscribers that matters. What matters is your brand. Now I don't think you would have invited me if I didn't create a brand over social media. There are so many people who do this. I remember now, earlier it was me who is doing all this verification for artists. Now there are a hell lot of people. They call themselves social media consultants, but that is not the case. Now, even on Facebook, we have to know how it works. I remember there was a YouTube certification program those days. You can get a YouTube certified badge. That is how I learned things. I used to go through these courses, learned them, tried them. Now I'm helping these clients now. Even though you don't, you know everything, it doesn't mean that you can make all your content go viral. There should be a luck. But anyway, it is better if you all can know these things and learn these things, because you might be having a degree in marketing, but that doesn't help you here in these social media platforms. This is something else. In marketing, you know, get to know the theory, but here the technical things they change rapidly. This is the reason why I don't do any videos on the social media things, because people request me to do start a channel describing these techniques and all. But I'm pretty sure in 6 months' time, somebody will comment there saying that this guy is telling lies, because they get these things get updated every day. What I tell today will be might change tomorrow. So then my content will be outdated. That is the reason I'm not doing that. So you have to be updated with the technology. You know, my home page is Facebook news page, or else our trainers network page, where we share things. So that is how I learn things. So if you are doing something, make sure that you are doing it right. Don't go after money. I have never done that. If I wanted to do that, I could have easily done that, but I have never done that. What I do here on YouTube platform is for my satisfaction. If I'm satisfied only, I can give something which is good for the viewers. So that is my advice. If I tell stories, this conversation will drag for so long. I have had so many experiences during these 45 years. So really happy that I had some time to share these things, even because I don't tell these things normally. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, it was really lovely to hear out those amazing stories that you have gone through to be here today with us. So I think it's again the passion you have to have in you to pull out the best self out, right? So again, moving on to the questions.
Yes.
What is multi-channel network and the pros and cons in that? So any comments that you have to share with us, Mr. Tharindu? Regarding multi-channel
I will pass
network.
that question to...
Yeah.
I will pass that question to Sajeewa.
Yeah. Then Mr.
Okay,
Sanjeev.
I'll answer.
Yeah.
Okay.